Welcome everybody to Rogue against Nightmare and top left. Rogue in top right. Rogue in the top left. We've got the EPT Korean Cup, and Rogue did indeed currently play against Nightmare in that cup, and yeah, we're just gonna see how that turned out, or how it's gonna turn out. Alright, so Nightmare just going for a low ground expand here so far. Rogue is the famous, actually the Rogue, I'm pretty sure, because I was told he would be coming back from his military service this spring, or this, what's it called, or August? Sorry, April. I can't. I can't do it anymore. English, it's been a while. Okay, so he came back this April apparently, and now he should be starting to make his comeback. That's what I heard, at least from a reliable source, I want to say. So Nightmare blocked Rogue's expand. Rogue has to expand a little bit further away, and I don't think, honestly, I haven't seen Ghost River that much, but it feels like this should be kind of good for Protoss. I've seen it in a PVT, right? So that would kind of make sense. It was very good for Protoss in this particular matchup. Maybe, I mean, I don't know, man. Protoss have like kind of instant reinforcements if you have warp prisms, 1 or 2, or pylons across the map. This is, by the way, no taps, no health bars, nothing is on except for the overlay, so enjoy. If you don't like it, well, give me a comment and tell me why. I just want to do a little bit more old style casting here. See how that's gonna pan out. Been fun so far. This is a series I'm trying out for now, and yeah, so far Rogue just getting some links here, and we have an adept on the other side on Nightmare. Let's see if he can find some damage. He's trying to fight these links, but he ideally wants to find some drones. He's not gonna block the hatchery, so a little bit of a W there for Rogue. Point. But yeah, as you can see, there was a drone that was about to rally down, but then he put it back, and you can see there was 17 here. Now he is putting one back on gas because he doesn't want to sacrifice it, and he also doesn't want to get caught there. He kind of needs it though to do something. Hey, this is kind of cool. Rogue getting in here, getting a full scout, almost gets a probe there. Wow, that was close. Two Shades are gonna commit into the main base, and they can actually harass this third base from the high ground, killing 2 drones already. Nightmare off to a very good start here, just for 2 adepts. And they might even get out. If they can make it out, that would be amazing. But Rogue has set up some links here. 5 seconds out though for speed. Is not gonna commit actually. Rogue is just gonna let them stay defensively at home. Okay. There we go. And oh, Nightmare going in actually again with those 2 adepts, trying to recall those, and actually both of them survive, but they should be pretty low at this point. As you can see, half HP on both of them. And select them. Both of them red and orange there. And now some links come in over to pressure the third, but they are 3 adepts. They're not in position though, and I hope, oh my god, no, they're not gonna, they didn't shade. They're not gonna make it into position here, and Rogue is gonna get a nice pick up here. Gonna force the first Oracle to maybe use its beam defensively. Not gonna commit to the energy there. Okay, well done by Nightmare, not over defending here. He still has 2 adepts, that should be enough. The Oracle is kind of hanging back a little bit, so that's buying at least some time there. Now we get some creep denial, so the Oracle gonna be, well, used rather defensively. Links trying to poke the wall, actually killing the adept there. He's gonna pay with almost all of these links though. Ah, he stopped moving. Oh boy. Ah, that was a good juke there. Pretty nice done. Nicely done. Let's see, 4 adepts and 2 oracles can actually kill 2 queens kind of easily. But you don't know really what's behind this, and also the queens can just run. He's gonna commit with his adepts now into the mineral line of the natural, and the links have been thinned out and now coming in single file here. Just getting obliterated there, not gonna kill any adepts, and finally we see a lot of drone damage here coming down. 5 drones falling already. At the same time, Oracle sweeping in over at the third. There are 2 queens in position though, and just gonna get 3 drones there. Still these adepts though are, well, havocing this base here, and even one of them making it back home. So that was a very well executed attack here, and well, I have to say this was definitely underestimated by Rogue. He was under defending there and did not have the right amount of units. And he paid for that with, well, 12 drones, I think. Alright, let's see what's coming up behind this. Of course, we have the Stargate already done. We have a couple more gates, and there should be the Twilight with the Forge, and I think we're going up to 4 gates at this point. I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. And we're going into Stalkers, so I didn't check the upgrade, but yeah, it is indeed Blink. And there's gonna be at least 2 more Stargate warp gates, so let's go up to 6. Probably the way he wants to take it from there. The third up and running for Nightmare. 4th coming in for Rogue. Rogue on the other side is committing into a Roach Warren. Still going with +1 melee attack though. Oh, this is interesting. A forward pylon here. Whoa, what was that? No, an Overlord, I want to say. Probably got killed by a Stalker there, yeah. So this is very interesting. A forward pylon. If he's gonna put a gate down, we're gonna probably go 8 gate and just try to run down Rogue. Maybe this is just... Oh, this is actually a gate, yeah. There we go. Gate, a pylon. He could even put down like shield batteries if he really wants to commit to this position. It's a good pushing point, I want to say. I mean, as you can see, this like connects here to the third. It connects into the natural rather quickly. This is quite the area to control. But Rogue trying to grab this from behind is gonna get caught in a nice stasis there. Well placed by Nightmare at that point. And yeah, half of those links are not participating in the fight. Gonna get one of the pylons, maybe. Not gonna commit though. I'm chasing him out again. We have a lot of Stalkers being warped in here. Links should be unfreeze and frozen in just a second. Gonna commit up the ramp here, Nightmare that is, for a little bit. But Rogue is gonna be able to push him back for now. Gonna pay with a lot of links though, and well, 1 pylon remains, that's enough. That's a very interesting position for a layer. Just Rogue things. Alright, so we have a ton of Ravagers, we have a ton of links, but are there enough to fight so many +1 Stalkers? I want to say probably not, because we also have the Oracles. But let's see, maybe if Rogue can make a little bit of magic happen here. That was a very good engage, I want to say, at first, but then as Stalkers blink out, the Roach is not really able to connect. Oh my god! Those Biles actually did hit. Ooh, the clump of Lurkers there, sorry. Stalkers, oh my god. And we have some Banelings morphing in over here. Well, just waiting for the opportunity to run into the third base. I don't want to... Yeah, Baneling speed is not done yet. And 1 probe actually is going to scout this, and he sees this. So Nightmare should react. He's actually just going to throw down some pylons here, trying to block this. But this should be enough Banelings to just run through. There is even an opening, but all the probes are actually running. Nothing is happening on the other side of the map at the same time. And that was just a lucky scout Nightmare needed to maybe just close out this game here with his Stalker attack. As you can see, there's not much of a transition going on behind this. There's just pylons, just Stalkers, just gateways. The +2 is about to be done, and that should be just the power spike needed here for Nightmare to swing those battles in his favor. Might be a good Ling counter attack, but honestly, looking at these Stalker numbers, it's just too many. Even if he wipes out this base here, he's not going to be able to defend. His own forces are too weak on the defense here. Some very nice Biles are raining down, but it is not going to be enough. Nightmare is just going to plow through this base. I mean, he's losing a lot behind, and once these links are unfrozen, maybe he has a chance. But it feels like a lot of the supply from Nightmare is not participating in this fight right now. Sorry, from Rogue. And maybe actually Nightmare, wow. Maybe I spoke too soon. Actually gonna lose a lot of his army here. The Blink Stalker Micro maybe not as good as he wanted it to be, and +2 melee was a little bit stronger than I thought. Now we've got Zealots coming in without charge. It's never what you want to have in. Panic round of Zealots. We lost a lot of probes here, but Nightmare still has enough probes to saturate his bases. And yeah, we're not getting charged, so those Zealots are gonna be slow for a while. He has the money, that's a big mistake. He's gonna scout a little bit with this Lynx, gonna find a warp in. That's enough to push these back here. And behind this we have a huge force of Ravagers morphed again, and Lynx already on the chase here. But this time there's Zealots in, so those might trade well enough against those Lynx. They're gonna two-shot them, of course. And once those Lynx are gone, the Stalkers can always overpower those Ravagers. Rogue is scrambling a defense. It looks... well, he looks like he's stabilizing for now. And let's see, finally we've got a transition point here. This gateway was disabled, by the way, so there's no warp-in, forward warp-ins possible. Oh, this is some nice Oracle harassment here. Late Oracles coming in, sweeping, even getting the Queen maybe there. But is he gonna lose his army on the retreat? This is a nice position though. The gateway is forming a very well natural wall, I want to say there. And yeah, well, the Queen did survive indeed, and it did pick off one of the Oracles. Oh, we have 4 Banes. Wow, the Oracle coming in again, getting a couple of the drones. It's gonna fall down. This might just be the distraction that he needed, but only 4 probes. Oh my god. What? How did that only... How did those only kill 4? Wow, I'm kind of shocked. It should have been like at least 8 or something. Wow. Oh yeah, I love this. One Ling is picking away at this one. This is providing vision. You should never underestimate this powered gateway out on the map. We're pushing forward now. Okay, so one thing, I mean, I like the attack from Rogue, but I don't like that he's not transitioning. He's not putting any money into any bolt string of his army currently. He's not getting any additional tech, and we see the Robo is already done. We see High Templars, we see Archons coming in here. I don't think we have Storm. We're not gonna check. We're gonna see if he hits it Storm or not. But yeah, it seems everything's just going into Archons, and those are amazing against things. This is a very nice counter attack again, but as you can see, those Archons are just gonna come in and clean this up very easy. He's gonna lose some of his probes there. Very well done. But it feels like the transitioning is not happening for Rogue, where it is happening for Nightmare. And yeah, let's see. We still are on layer tech. This is not optimized mining. There's nothing in this gas, so everything's still kind of in shambles at Rogue's place, and nothing really happening for him. He's not really growing, while Nightmare is just reinforcing his army with better and better units. And he's gonna pick up this base. I don't think Rogue can take this one. He should have it. You can just kill it, blink out. There we go. He even gets it, so there's no cancel. This is a little bit messy retreat. And we see this army is gonna get surrounded here by those Lynx, but these Archons, they're good enough. They have +2 attack. This is so much damage. Archon Zealots and a couple Stalkers, enough to hold off with a shield battery there. And he's even gonna find these Banelings morphing here. That's a good catch. Oh, I love this small force here. He's gonna block all links trying to run at this position. And Rogue did not notice. He's just trading so poorly there. Against 3 units, he's gonna throw a whole counter attack. Oh my god. I mean, he's gonna clear it, but he lost half of his forces there. Oh yeah, the sentry, you gotta love it. The sentries did receive a buff. They have plus damage against shields now, and they're not light anymore. So I think them not being light anymore means they're better against Phalanx, I want to say. Not 100%. Yeah, as you can see, they have versus shields plus 12. Finally, Rogue is gonna transition here in a hive, but it feels like this one base getting cancelled for him and mining out on the other 3. He's kind of running out of places to grow. Yeah, these 3 zealots did just run by these 3 Banes, and I hope Rogue notices as well. Banes are gonna fall, zealots as well. We've got 6 oracles. It's kind of crazy that Nightmare kept making oracles, and he didn't actually commit to heavy onto robo units. He's just making immortals. He's not making any colossi or anything. Just immortals and some Archon. Immortal Archon is a strong composition. Charge Lord and how they're called, Stalkers. This is kind of crazy. He's just running in with oracles trying to kill a Spore, which is getting transfused, so he's gonna lose 2 oracles. But he also killed 15 drones, and that's not well. I mean, Rogue has 69 drones, so he should be fine there. But he's mid transition. You should never forget. Berserk mid transition, or anyone mid transition basically. Losing a mineral line, that could be a neck-breaking move, if you follow this up correctly. And we've got 2 fights happening at the same time. One Archon Zealot force here in the south, 1 Stalker, and a huge army of Archon, Stalker and Immortal. The north. Oh, he's also gonna lose this base again, and this is just enough maybe here for Nightmare. This is not a cancel again, just a kill. Very well done here for Nightmare. So far, Rogue going for a big counterattack here, but it looked like Nightmare looks really good here, I have to say. It looks way better than I thought. Oh, there we go. Some Banes coming in, some counterattack as well. Oh, the counterattack comes back here from the north, and is gonna try to surround his force, but it's not gonna be enough. Nightmare is gonna take game number 1. Well, late. Hey, yes, it is actually Rogue. So Rogue did finish his military service, I think in March, and he's allowed to play from this month on, I want to say. So this is from the EPT Korea, which was played 2 days ago. And apparently Rogue did play, and he played against Nightmare, and he lost the first map. But yeah, he's back. So I was also being told by one of the Korean translators, Maddox, you know him? He talked with the people a little bit, or he talks with them sometimes, and apparently Rogue was planning on actually coming back, like full time, to the game. So yeah, I'm kind of hyped, you know, to see if he can make a dent again, like bolster the Korean Zerg scene a little bit again, right? Because currently there's Dark and then there's Solar, who do like a lot of international competition. Then you have like PRG sometimes, and in a little bit here and there, but there's no one really too dominating, I guess, except for these 2. Like having a Rogue again would be pretty strong. All right. Yeah, that's some cool stuff, man. I want to see some more games from him. Unfortunately, he lost the first game, so I'm gonna see if he can make a comeback in the second one here. And everything. But yeah, it is the one and only Arthos's beloved goat, Rogue. Okay. Welcome to map number 2. In the top left we have Nightmare, and the bottom right we have actually, yes, the only one and only Rogue. Okay. Pretty cool stuff. As you all know. Rogue the GOAT. At least Artosis says so. And I mean, he's making good arguments for that. Rogue did actually win basically almost every tournament, I want to say. I think he might lack a Homester Cup. Not 100% sure. And of course, to just jump into the discussion a little bit, I mean, a lot of people are just saying, hey, Cyril's the greatest of all time. And it is hard to argue with how dominant his performances are usually. And on the other side, though, if you take a look at when Rogue won the IM Katowice, for example, or the World Championship, the BlizzCon, those also were completely one-sided games, most of them. And it was like literally boring sometimes to watch him because he was basically so abusive. And that's probably one of the reasons why he has a little less fans than Cyril, I want to say. But in the end, he did basically win everything. But he never had an era like Cyril. Cyril had his era where he could hardly lose to anyone, right? And he has like those moments again where he has like, I don't know, 6-month or 8-month period where it's kind of impossible to get even a game out of this man in a competitive series, a professional series. And Rogue never had those. But he had like very high peak moments basically, and exactly when they are meant to be, right? He won GSLs, he won super tournaments, he won IM, he won IEMs, he did won the IM World Championship, he did won IM, what was it? I was there, Shanghai, in China. He also did win the BlizzCon ones, of course. So it's kind of hard to argue, right, if you look at the results. But I can definitely see the point for people when they say Rogue's not the GOAT just because he didn't look as dominant. But then, hey, where do you draw the line, right? Do you look at results, or do you look at the overall performance and like a feel? You know, feeling is always very subjective, so it's really hard to put that or use that as an argument, I think. Alright, let's get to the game. So far we've got Nightmare with his low ground wall, and of course the Stargate is about to be done here. We have got one Adept just scouting across the map. The hatchery was blocked, so we again have the third base as a hatchery here for Rogue. He seems to be comfortable with this for now, but don't forget, in the first game he lost, I want to say, what, 12 to 13 drones to a 4 Adept to Oracle attack, and he didn't even kill all of these units in return. I think he only killed 3 of the Adepts, he didn't kill any of the Oracles, he didn't kill any anything else during that time. He just literally lost units and tons of drones. So that was a terrible start to the game, game number 1. He still kind of made the comeback happen, which was really good. And almost turned around the game there at some point. Wasn't enough in the end though. Pick up the Overlord and, oh, maybe he could have gotten the probe there. Would have been kind of crazy to get the probe with only 4 links. That's like the lowest commitment you can get while being close to Protoss units basically. And didn't work out there. And I hope he's gonna be able to put up a better defense this time. He's gonna read the game a little bit better, or have his units in just a better position. Defense of this aggression. This time it's only 2 Adepts, 2 Oracles, so let's see how this is gonna fare. We have 3 Queens. 2 Queens are kind of running out of position there right now though, so they're not gonna be able to push off these Adepts. Are they gonna pull down by the Oracles? No. So he's just gonna kill 2 Adepts, he's gonna push back 2 Oracles, didn't lose a single drone. Yeah, as you can see, no drone was lost there, only links, only some energy, a creep tumor, nothing really of importance. So far so good. Way better start to the second game, yeah? So yeah, this is Why no health bars? The health bars are off on purpose because I wanna do a no health bar, no taps cast. This is a series I've been starting and I'm probably going to continue for a couple of months at least until June. Just want to see how, you know, I feel about the game, which feels better for myself, and well, I like it so far how it is right now. I'm just going to continue with this for now. This was a nice swoop here, getting some drones with the oracles. Not really losing too much health there. And Rogue did get a scout in, so he knows the follow-up. Well, not really a big surprise. It's gonna be Blink +1 or Blink +2 again, most likely. With the 3 base setup. Maybe opting for 4th actually here. That would be a little bit different. Oh, I did miss a couple drones going down here. It was not the oracles though. Oh, and on Rogue's side we have an in-base hatchery, and I'm pretty sure this revelation does see this. Yeah, so he knows this is gonna be mass Ling Bane. Now, I'd be even surprised to see a Roach Warren at all. Oh, we have one. Excuse me. Well, he could always mix in some Ravagers, like he did in the last game. But he didn't have the macro hatchery in the last. Rogue kind of knows everything. He knows this base is up, he knows this base is about to be up, he knows the tech, he knows even the gateway count. Oh, he doesn't know about a robo, but I mean, that's like a minor detail at this point. He's in a good position to basically defend everything. Infestation pit rather quickly, I love this. So, let's see how he wants to play this. I mean, the Infestor did receive a little bit of a buff in terms of range for his fungal, for example, and you can always fungal and links around or Bane link past Stalkers, right? Could be a good move. You can also just transition up into a Hive. This is an Overseer going in here. So far we haven't seen any drops from Rogue. So Dark in the NA Cup, he used a lot of drop overloads actually, because they also received a little bit of a speed buff. You can see Ravager's being morphed here right now. Ravager Fungal could also be a cool combination, of course. Back to Stalkers for now is not going to be able to open up this path though, which could be a hindrance. Oracle's coming in here from the side. 4 in position though. Alright, I like it. So far not really taking any damage in a Rogue, that is, and he's gonna keep on growing. See if he actually, yes, we did indeed go immediately into a Hive here, because I also did not see any Infestors on the field. So this is gonna be high-tech. Oh, high-tech fight here. Couple Stalkers. Good recall though, I have to say. And the creep sprout is kind of lacking, right? I mean, it's ZVP, so it's not, you don't have to have it as much as in a ZVT. But it's always nice to get the map vision, to get the speed bonus. Right? Ah, cannon wall. That's kind of crazy. A little bit weak to Banelings, actually. And Rogue double expanding, so he's really growing on the map right now. This is looking kind of good for Rogue. Pretty cool stuff. Got Thermal Lands coming in, so there should be some Colossus actually out on the field. There they are. And I kind of want to know if Rogue actually knows about those. Doesn't feel like he has gotten a scout on the actual army in a recent moment. It's kind of funny, the Overlord following the Zealots. And yeah, Zealots on the north are kind of distracting. The real force is here on the south. Let's go in. No cancel again on this base, so this is kind of crazy. This is a theme that has been happening to Rogue through this series. He hasn't cancelled any of the bases yet. He has always gotten them actually killed. There we go. A couple of Vipers are here. Do they have energy? One of them gets picked off before any of the spells. One Colossus is gonna fall here. But this was such a nice angle for these Colossus. They are so high on kills. 12 and 9 kills here. And picking off so many of the links. It feels like Rogue is just $1 short to stop this attack here. Wow, some nice bites there actually. Man, Nightmare hasn't really been dodging any bites at all, has he? But this attack might just be enough to put the nail in the coffin here. Gonna kill the second base in a row. And he's also gonna kill this base here in the north with the Justice Zealots, which are still damaging there. Rogue's kind of scrambling to get a defense done, but it feels like he's been underestimating. He hasn't really kept track of the actual army. He has been underestimating the push, and now, well, is just gonna maybe lose the game. There we go. GG. Nightmare gonna take the series 2-1. 2-0. Well, that was fun. Seeing Rogue back. That was great. Cool stuff, man. But I guess that's when you're outside of the meta, right? Unfortunately,